Good morning and welcome to Cuenca. Here are our 5 favorite museums to visit in the city. Perhaps our favorite museum in Cuenca, certainly the one we visit the most, is the Museo Municipal de Arte Moderno, the Modern Art Museum. This is found in Plaza de San Sebastián, about 10 minutes walk from the centre of town in a beautiful white and blue building. The Modern Art Museum is regularly refreshed with exhibitions from across Ecuador and the world. We saw an excellent installation by Juan Pablo Toral on the day of this visit. The building that houses the Modern Art Museum was constructed in 1876 as a rehab clinic of sorts. It has also been a prison, nursing home and an orphanage. Photos on the wall show you what it was like to live here, and it doesn't look nice. Let us know if there are any other museums in Cuenca that you'd recommend, and do hit those like and subscribe buttons. Toral is an artist from Guayaquil on the coast of Ecuador, and he looks at the city with a love for what is being lost, but with open eyes. He sees the beauty in the grand colonial buildings, everyday life, and in the violence. His work is almost a documentary. Guayaquil is Gabby's hometown, and Toral's work really affected her. She saw a city that she also loved, and knows well that the cartels have taken it. The building became the Modern Art Museum in 1981, and, soon after, the original headquarters of the Cuenca Biennial. This is a celebration of Cuenca's art heritage held every 2 years. The Modern Art Museum is full of gardens, hideaways, and it's a great place to relax, whatever show was on at the time. Museo Pumapungo is Cuenca's largest and most prestigious museum. It celebrates the long heritage of Cuenca, and it's amazing. You'll find it in a large brutalist complex on Calle Larga, roughly 20 minutes walk from the centre of Cuenca. The museum holds an archaeological site, various temporary and permanent exhibitions, and an aviary. The gardens are full of beautiful plants from across the region, and the aviary is home to native birds. Many of these are rescued pets. They would be unable to survive in the wild. Inside the museum, you'll find exhibits dedicated to the Cañari and to the people from the 3 main regions of Ecuador: the coast, the Sierra, and the Amazon. Before the Spanish colonized Latin America, the Cañari people lived in the region surrounding Cuenca. The Cañari are some of the few to have held off the Inca in battle, but eventually they were defeated. The Inca founded the city of Tomabamba, where Cuenca now stands, once they took over. This was said to be one of the grandest cities the Inca constructed, and it is a candidate for the mythical city of El Dorado. However, the Inca razed it before the Spanish arrived. Hit those like and subscribe buttons below, and if you've any ideas about where people should visit in Cuenca, tell us in the comments below. The museum complex at Pumapungo also holds a theatre, the symphony orchestra, and the Museo de la Moneda. Spending a morning or afternoon here is a great use of your time. One for the lovers of ancient pottery is the Museo de las Culturas Aborígenes, the Museum of Aboriginal Cultures. It's found closer into town on Calle Larga, about 5 minutes walk from Museo Pumapungo. Take care, because you could walk past easily. The museum is immediately across the road from Iglesia de Todos Santos. The Museum of Aboriginal Cultures is a great introduction to the indigenous history of Cuenca and Ecuador. The museum is full of statues, vases, and, of course, penises. It covers the 5 periods of the country's pre-Columbian history in order as you walk through: the Paleoindian, formative, regional development, integration, and Inca periods. "15,000 pieces make up the collection in total, although only 5,000 are on display at any one time." The Museum of Aboriginal Cultures is a labour of love for the Cordero Lopez family. They've built up the collection from scratch over the past 40 years in order to preserve and display Ecuador's history before the Spanish arrived to colonise the region. It's also one of the most informative museums you'll find in Latin America. There's plenty of information, and the visitor's guide is full of details and translated into multiple languages, something that isn't that common for some reason. As a private collection, there is a small entrance fee, and there's plenty of indigenous crafts to buy in the gift shop. Next up is the Museo Municipal Remigio Crespo Toral, which, as you can see, is quite dark, but definitely not dingy. This is just down the road from the Museum of Aboriginal Cultures on Calle Larga, in the former home of Crespo Toral. Remigio Crespo Toral was a writer, diplomat, and politician from Cuenca. He is one of Ecuador's most important poets. Crespo Toral was from a wealthy and long-established Cuencano family, the sort who could own a house on Parque Calderon, Cuenca's main square, and a large hacienda in the countryside. He was educated in the most prestigious schools during the late 19th century. Crespo Toral was a published and internationally well-regarded poet by the age of 25, and deputy of the province of Azuay by 30. He founded newspapers and banks and worked to prevent war between Ecuador and Peru. 2 years before his death, Crespo Toral was given the title of National Poet by the Ecuadorian state. The museum covers his work with words and politics, and also the turn-of-the-century Cuenca that he lived in. The artwork of his friend and colleague Honorato Vasquez is also on display. The house is huge and covers 4 floors, leading down to the Rio Tomibamba, where you'll find one of Cuenca's prettiest cafes. And last, but not least, is the Museo de la Ciudad in Escuela Central. This is about a minute's walk from Parque Calderon, right in the centre of town. I'm going to be honest with you, Escuela Central can be hit and miss. When it's good, but at other times we arrive to find it almost empty. But we still keep going just to see what's on. Museo de la Ciudad is housed in what was possibly a beautiful hospital and definitely a girls' school, with classical Republican architecture and a huge courtyard that really could hold a cafe. Escuela Central holds occasional film festivals, as well as displaying local artwork in its large upstairs rooms. There's also an exhibition detailing Cuenca's more modern history through photographs. Just off the courtyard downstairs, you'll find the ruins of a water canal and burial grounds in one of the rooms. These were discovered during renovations in 2008. This room also holds a range of exhibitions that look at Cuenca's role in various events and movements. In this case, medicine. Alright, thank you for watching. Do visit these beautiful museums in Cuenca, and when visiting Ecuador, always bring a coat. Click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you later. Enjoy!